Hi, this is Tom Blodgett from Jende Industries, and today I want to introduce the Chosera Stones for the KME Sharpener. These stones come in 8 different grits. We have a 400 grit, 600 grit, 800, 1000, 2000, 3000, 5000, and 10,000 grits. The sizes are standard KME 1x4 by about a quarter inch. I've prepared this knife, you know how to clamp, and I've set my angles. So we're going to start with the 1000 grit stone. I've already done with the diamonds on this, so I'm taking off from the diamonds, which is sharp, but I want to just get more out of it now. So we're going to start with the 1K stone, and very simple. I've spritzed these with some water. They just use water, like I said, and just as you're setting up, just give them a quick spritz, and that's all you really need. Don't use too much water because it just drips off. Let it soak for a second or two while you're setting up your KME and getting your knife in the clamp, and then they're ready to go right after that. So we want to check always to make sure. I'm a bit OCD, so I want to check the edge of the Sharpie here just to make sure I've got everything lined up. I do this from stone to stone regardless, and it's very simple. Once the stone is secured here, and then take a little bit of scrubbing, and I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but the ink's already gone. So I'm spot on with my angle here. Let me double check on the other side just to be sure. Should be fine. And yes, it's coming off, so no problem there. Alright, so let's get down to work here. So first thing I'm going to do is I start with a scrubbing stroke. This just gets it established quickly. The 1000 grit edge here coming off the diamonds. The edges are a little bit different. The Chosera stones make a more refined edge, and you just need a little cleanup sometimes from the diamonds because they're pretty aggressive. These are a little less aggressive, but will give you a better edge in the end. So just some scrubbing here, and you can check to see if you've got a burr, which I do. Flip that over and scrub on the other side. Now we know we have the right angle, so there's nothing to worry about here. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. So do it about 10 or 20 here, or more. Okay, that should be alright. And yes, nice, very established burr. So we're going to come back, just clean it up a touch with a few sweeping here. This just makes it okay. 10 strokes there. Come around now. If the stone gets a little dry, you see this black stuff is actually paste. This actually refines the edge a little bit more than without the paste, so it's pretty good here. And yeah, but if you find that the stone is not aggressive enough, clean that off, and then it'll be more aggressive. So for this, we're okay. So get 10 of these. Okay, and I'll flip it over one more time, just to any burr that may have been built up. So here we go, the 1K is finished. So you may need to prepare your knife with maybe some painter's tape. There is a little bit of residue that comes off of these, and just wipe it down. That's it. I recommend cleaning it from grit to grit. Okay, and this knife is already done with the 1K, so we're going to go here to the 3K, and this set is available from KME, of course. Now the 1K is a very good working edge. It's your standard working edge across the board, and it's a very good edge for a little rough cutting. You don't need as much refinement necessarily, but then when you start getting to the 3K and the 5K, that's when, and the 10K, that's when you really get shaving sharp here. So that's where cutting becomes much easier. So again, I've marked it with the Sharpies. This is a 3K, not even adding any more water right now. Scrubbing, and black comes right off. So I'll just continue here. And establishing the 3K scratches. Okay, now I got to finish with some sweeping. Okay, then we'll do the other side. Of course, there should be a nice burr. It's a little bit smaller now, but it's still there. Okay, more scrubbing. Make sure you get the whole blade, especially the curvature. And if you find that the stone's getting a little bit dry, which it is here, just give it a little bit of spritz. Not even a whole spritz, just a little bit of water on top. Again, it'll just drip off otherwise. Okay, then sweep. Okay, we'll finish with a couple of sweeping strokes on the other side. Off any burr. Okay, and the 3K is now done. Again, wipe it off in between so it won't ruin the knife. And you don't want grit contamination too. And I'm already getting a nice shine off of this. This is very sharp. This is sharper than most things already. We're going to continue to the 5K next. I'll take out my thing. 5. Okay, a little bit of water. Mark it with a Sharpie. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it'll come right off, but it's always good to be safe. Okay, and it's coming right off, so no worries here. Now the 5K is just start getting some polish here, some nice shine. Okay. Okay, get that 120. I like to do a little bit more in the higher stages. Again, the water's coming off there, so add a little bit. Okay, then we're going to do some sweeping here. There. I can see already there's a mirror forming here. Okay. And the 5K is done. Okay, wiping it off again. There's already a gleam in here. It's already mirror finish on this part. The 10K now will just take it over the top. 5K is pretty good. 10K is way better. Alright, so same thing, mark it with the Sharpie. I think you get it at this point that I'm pretty sure it's going to take it right off. Alright. Put in my 10K stone. Make sure it's good. Alright, a little bit of water. And of course the ink coming right off again. Now this one I'm just going to sweep, because I know I've got the edge and I want to make it nice and pretty now. You can scrub if you want. The sweeping is just a nicer finish overall, in my mind. It's up to you. Okay. The more you work this, the better. The more black paste that forms on the stone, the more refined it finishes. So on the final stone, spending a few extra strokes is good. It takes it just a little bit further. we're going to do, now if we're finishing, what I do is generally a set of strokes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do a pyramid. You can do single-sided strokes if you want, but then you got to flip it around more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry about the noise this is making. I should probably clean it. 5. And this again maximizes the edge, makes it more perfect, and reduces, you know, any rolling or anything that might happen. Some single-sided strokes. 1. Alright, 1 more. The more of these, the better, but it's up to you. Again, this is very sharp right now. I'm positive. Alright. Wipe it off. Got a nice mirror finish. I'll give you a finished shot in a minute. But there's definitely reflection here. I mean, I can see right out the window in front of me here through this edge. And just to show you where we're at here, find some more hair. No pressure whatsoever. You can shape with this. Alright. Thank you. These are the Chosera Stones for the KME Sharpener. Thank you very much.